Hello, I'm Yogi Stillness, and thank you for joining us. I'll be your guide in today's meditation. Today we'll be exploring how taking a few steps into someone else's shoes can help us develop empathy and act with mindful compassion. We'll begin by sitting on the floor, a cushion, or in a chair. Let's warm up with a little gentle movement. Take hold of your left wrist and gently massage it. Work your way into the palm and pull gently on your fingers, one at a time. Switch to the other wrist, massaging your hand and finishing with your fingers. Rub your palms together to make a little heat. Then place your hands over your heart. Notice the warmth from your hands as you take a breath here. Drop your hands and settle into your seat. Release any tension in your eyes, jaw, and shoulders as you tune into your breath. When you're ready, allow your eyes to close. Let's take 3 deep breaths together now. Begin with a deep, slow inhale and hold it in. Then a big exhale. Take another deep breath in and pause. And a full exhale. One more inhale to hold. And a long, full exhale, releasing as much air as you can. Now let your mind focus solely on your breath. Whenever your mind starts to wander, return to the sensation of your breath. Your breath can be felt and it can be heard, especially as it moves through your throat. If you feel like sighing or can hear a soft hum as you breathe, focus on that sound and sensation. If you want the sound of your breath to be louder, narrow your throat slightly and imagine exhaling a little steam. The sound and vibration of your breath can become a point of concentration as you meditate if you focus on the area of your throat and upper chest. Continue feeling and hearing your breath in your body for a few minutes in silence. reconnect to the breath if your mind has wandered. Let the inhale and exhale grow deep and steady. Narrow the throat slightly to make the exhale a little louder and slower. Feel the warmth of the breath in the throat as you exhale. Feel the breath vibrating through the body, and with every exhale, let your muscles relax a little more. Whenever your mind drifts, return to the sound and sensation of the breath, which will help connect you to the present. Notice any feelings that arise while you are in the moment, without losing focus on the breath. If it is relaxing or uncomfortable to be present with your breath, just take note and stay with it for as long as you can. Continue watching the breath silently for a few minutes. Let go of any thoughts or sensations that may have drifted into your mind, and return your focus to the inhale and exhale again. Our mindfulness practice is often just as simple as being aware of what we are feeling in the moment. And from that awareness, we can gain a better understanding of our emotions, triggers, unconscious habits, and everything else that we do unconsciously. But mindfulness is also about being aware of the emotions of those around us. When we are aware of others going through a hard time, we can feel either empathy or sympathy. Sympathy is when we understand the emotions or disposition of others, while empathy is when we are able to feel what they feel. Sympathy can sometimes be superficial and may become an understanding more of the mind than it is of the heart. But empathy is when we are able to put ourselves in the shoes of the ones who are suffering as if it were happening to us. Charitable behavior, whether it's for your community or a friend, can be a result of sympathy or empathy. We may find ourselves feeling pity for a friend who lost a job, or a neighbor who has been forced to move, even if we believe something like that could never happen to me. In this way, we may be offering sympathy for them from a place of superiority or ego. But being able to imagine ourselves at a disadvantage can inspire a more heartfelt generosity or empathy. By placing ourselves in the shoes of those who are going through a hard time, we are able to practice true compassion. Mindfully caring for those at a disadvantage means being able to see them from a place of pureship and compassion, not from a place of ego. Being mindful can help us recognize the advantages and opportunities that may have saved us from suffering the same fate as others, while at the same time being able to feel for them. But even empathy must be practiced mindfully. In this world, there is more suffering than we can ever hope to alleviate on our own. When we show up to support those who need a hand, we have to know that every bit counts, even if it may seem like it's not much. We also have to be mindful of falling into what is called empathetic distress. When we become so caught up in the emotional state of others that we become overwhelmed and unable to take any positive action at all. Instead, we must do our best to practice compassion for those suffering and for ourselves. Remembering that mindfulness isn't only about caring for ourselves or only caring about others. It's about being mindful of everything and seeing the bigger picture. Come back into your body now. Take one last clearing breath in and hold it and let it out. Then allow your eyes to open. Thank you for showing up for your mindfulness practice today. We are grateful for the opportunity to support you in self-care and look forward to meeting here again tomorrow.